YouTube? Sharpedophile here, and I've got a theme team tourney match against iamthetie, and my theme was the Black Eyed Peas, and they are so cool, and his theme was Back to the Future, and that was fantastic. So this is a really great battle, and I'm glad that I'm bringing it to you today. So without any further ado, I know I've said that a couple times before, but I like it. I like ado. I like speaking my random languages. Let's get this battle started. So I'm going to lead off with my camera which is my humps, and I already knew that he had a lead. You know what it is. You've seen it before. Metagross lead. So I'm just gonna lead off with my camera even though this is not a lead in any sense, so I can take it out with a fire blast because I know this is gonna be a huge threat to my team otherwise. So he's gonna go for the earthquake, almost takes me out, but this fire blast is going to take him out, and with the life orb damage, it's gonna be an start off as a 5-5, which is awesome. You know, both our leads are down, even though Camera Up does not a lead at all. Camera Up's just filler in there because it looks like my humps, obviously. So I go into my pump it louder, and he goes into Marty McFly, and that made me laugh the first time I saw it. And obviously this is a terrible matchup for him, and I know he's probably going to U-turn, and even if he doesn't, I'm going to hit him with the dynamic punch. No reason to be like do a bullet punch or anything because I know he's just going to get out of there, and I know his team because I've seen it before, like I said, and so I can just hit him with the dynamic punch. Apparently he's taking a long time to decide, or maybe I am. I think actually he left the room or something. I can't remember. I have a terrible memory. So this is taking forever, but yeah, I'm thinking I can just hit him with the dynamic punch because nothing's going to be able to take it aside from his Celebi. And I know that Celebi's not going to appreciate that either. So here, finally he U-turns, and now he's going to switch into his Milotic, I believe. So I'm going to hit that with the dynamic punch, and it's going to get the confusion, obviously. And now I don't really have anything else to hit this Milotic with, aside from another dynamic punch, and that's not going to be a 2-hit KO. So I think I'm going to switch out here, and I'm going to opt to go to my Electivire because I know I can hit that with a Thunder Punch, or at least scare it out. And it's going to hit itself in its confusion, the Milotic is. And I'm going to set up a barrier predicting a switch out, but he doesn't want to over-predict, or he doesn't want to switch out and then me over-predict and hit with an Ice Punch. So he stays in, gets hit in his confusion again. And now I'm going to go for the T-Punch, knowing that he's not going to want to switch out, and it's going to be able to kill him. And that's going to be bye-bye to Milotic, because Milotic cannot take this Thunder Punch because Electivire is a monster. And this is Apple from the Philippines. And if you're wondering why I sing that, it's because in the song Pump It, Apple to App, for some reason, decides to announce that in his rap. He likes to throw his name in there sometimes. Actually, every single time he raps, he tells everyone that he's Apple to App because no one knows who he is. But I know who you are, Apple to App. You are my third favorite Black Eyed Pea. So now he's going to go into his own Machamp, which is Biff. And I'm going to switch into my Dragonite to take the dynamic punch. I know I'm going to be confused, but I hope I can break through this confusion here and hit him with a Draco Meteor. I know it won't one-hit KO him, but it'll definitely take him down to a range where I can switch into something else safely and take him out. But I get hit with the confusion. He sets up a sub, and I'm like, oh no, that's not good. Sub, Machamp is bad. So I think I go for a Roost here. So when he hits me with the Stone Edge, it won't do as much. But I hurt myself in my confusion again. And so he hits me with the Stone Edge, and that's going to kill me. So now he's behind a sub, which really sucks. So now I'm going to have to go into something and basically fodder it out. So I go into my Pump It louder, and he's going to go for the dynamic punch. And that's not going to take out my Machamp, obviously, but he does get the confusion. But I have the Lumberry because this is a lead Machamp. But I switched it with the camera up so I could take out his Metagross. So I just kept him like he was. So now I take out his sub, which is a great and he's just going to take me out with a dynamic punch. So that's all fine. I mean, I really wish that my Dragonite wouldn't have got taken out like that, but now I'm going to switch into Gardevoir. I get his no guard, and that's going to be awesome because now T-Wave is guaranteed on anything that's going to switch in. And the best part about this thing is I can set up a T-Wave on a Jirachi, a Celebi, or Scizor, who's predicting the Psychic. And when I do the T-Wave on them, then I can hit them with the Hidden Power of Fire. That's the really uniqueness of this Gardevoir set, and that's why I really like it. So, you know, it's got all that options. If there's gonna be a Scizor in there, it can one-hit KO it with Hidden Power Fire, and that's just epic because it has enough defense EVs to where it can actually take a bullet punch. So now I Hidden Power his Celebi, and it's probably doing a third, but after lefties is more like a fourth, and he's gonna T-Wave me, which really sucks. So now I've got this plan to fodder out Electivire and then come back in on his Celebi to get his natural cure. And this is exactly what I'm gonna do. I was actually predicting like well, I don't know exactly what I was predicting here, but he does go for the Leaf Storm, and that's gonna take me out. And now I can just switch into my Gardevoir and get the natural cure, which is nice. And so, predicting him to go for the Leaf Storm after I get that natural cure, I'm going to switch into my Will.I.Am, which is Weavile. I can never think of Weavile's name, which is really weird. So now I can switch out, get the Paralyze off of me, and, you know, that's going to work out really well. So I can come in and finish him off. But he actually decides to switch out and go into his Jolteon, which, you know, in my first video when Jolteon hit with a Thunderbolt, well, you saw how much damage that did? Just over half. Well, I didn't remember that because it had been a couple weeks or so. So he hits me with the Thunderbolt, and this does not lead me to believe it's specs. I just thought I had really terrible special defenses, and my Night Slash is not going to be able to take out Jolteon, surprisingly, since this is Life Orbed, and it's going to kill itself off. And now I'm going to trace the Volt Absorb, and I was really fearing the Shadow Ball here, but then he's going to switch out into his Celebi, and that really shocked me at the moment because I was just going to hit the Jolteon with the Psychic, you know, basically ending the game for me because I knew the Shadow Ball could take me out. But no, he turns out to be Specs, and if I could have went for the Hidden Power of Fire there, that would have been great. But I get crit and the Spadef drop, which is really nice, so that makes up for my my dumbness in the stats of Weavile's special defense. The Hex Gods had they had mercy on me here. So now he's gonna go for the Leaf Storm, and that's gonna do way more than I wanted it to because I'm more defensive based, and because I do have the Calm Mind on this set. So I'm gonna hit him with Hidden Power Fire, and that is gonna be enough to take him out. But now he's just gonna be able to switch back into his Jolteon. And I wasn't sure if he had the Shadow Ball before because I didn't realize he was Specs. So he actually is gonna have it, and he's gonna be able to take out my Gardevoir, which is unfortunate. But you know, it was a really fun battle. I feel like it could have shifted directions either way that whole match. Like, I was on my toes the entire time. Great battler. He made it really far into the tournament. I believe he made it into the Final Four before he lost. But definitely go check out his channel. His guest narration should already be up, and you've seen that. You know his stuff is good. So, yeah, not much else to say. See you later, YouTube.